is Paul Otieno with my friend Paul Kamau. Today we are here to brainstorm on an issue that have been affecting students in the university and around. Uh, it happened that the university is not able to accommodate all the students in its hostels in school, and so they've been forced to look for rooms outside campus, and it has been a tussle looking for these vacant rooms with the kind of features they need their houses to have. So today we are here to brainstorm on that issue with my friend here, who is going to tell us how or what they've been facing on the ground. So maybe we'll start with an introduction. He's going to introduce himself, and before we start, so welcome, sir.
Okay, welcome. I'm Paul Kamau, a CSA, BCom student, taking finance option.
So we're going to go straight to our first question. Do you live in a hostel or a rental?
In a rental.
Is it so that means it's a room outside campus?
Yeah, a room outside Kisii campus.
It's okay. So okay. What challenges did you face while looking or searching for this room before you got the room you are currently living?
Okay, the challenge that I got, I'm living in a far place from the campus, so to be aware of a house which is close to the campus or a vacant room as you are in full session, every student, it was difficult. Then another difficult was sometimes I could get some unaccommodating landlords, tenants.
So like how long did you take to get this room? Did you get it through your friends, or what procedure did you use to get it?
The procedure that I used was just everyday work, like for almost 2 weeks. Being hosted by a friend for almost 2 weeks, so that I can find a conducive room that would be much favorable to me.
Wow. Apart from the tussle of having to walk or having to look for, is there any other challenge that maybe you have faced during the process of looking for a room?
Yes, still, it was somehow challenging. You could just find a room which is much conducive to you, but you don't know of the tenant who's supposed to be there to tell you the rent, and then you could settle on a certain, you can just think of a certain house. Then after you come, you're being told that's a bit expensive than expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, from your experience
Yeah.
during all that sort of looking for a room of a country and your experience, what would you advise, or what solution would you propose to solve that?
Okay, the solution that I can, or an advice that I can give to the concerned, that's the meaning the university, would be to centralize kind of the housing. This means, by this I mean, there be a set kind of a department which is dealing with accommodation. So like even if you are at home, maybe for the long holiday, when you are coming back to school, you just like you can just book your own house at comfort of your room at home. So when you come back to school, you're ready, like you know the house, the cost of the house that you want to get into, the accommodation. So at this by a school or a centralized form of a system. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So how about the landlord? Is there anything they need to adjust for them to be like for their rentals or their rooms
Yeah.
to be publicly known, so that to avoid the need to walk long distances and taking weeks to find just a vacant room? Is there anything you can tell them to improve in order to increase their visibility to the students?
Yeah. So I would advocate or advise. It can be a collective or a collaborative thing. The landlords are the main problem with the house in Kisii. They are much in interior places. So if they can just combine the powers and then they construct some roads which can lead to those houses, so it will be much simpler. And still, if they are licensed in the school, You can just get to the school through the department that I have proposed the housing. You just find at a specific place there is a vacant room with this condition. So that's the road and centralizing of the booking of the houses. Yeah.
So when you're looking for, like, let's say your room,
Yeah.
what are some of the things you considered? Like, did you consider the house features, the features of the house, or you considered the cost of the house, or you considered what people have said, those who've been there, what they said about the house, or what was your priority?
Okay. Uh, everything was a keynote on this, but being I'm a student, the parents are providing. So, if they're providing, most of the time the money is not always enough.
Yeah.
So the key thing was the cost. That was the first priority, because there are those houses which are much favorable, but they are much expensive. So the key thing was the cost.
Wow.
Yeah.
And okay, what if a solution is brought,
Yeah.
and this solution is going to, like, bring everybody on board,
Yeah.
but on an online platform, whereby now students, instead of having to walk all that distance and taking all that time,
Yeah.
the students are brought together to meet with the landlords direct, whereby now landlords can post their rooms,
Yeah.
the house features
Yeah.
on that platform and all that. Then instead of having to look for those rooms, now you just go online
Yeah.
at the comfort of your phone.
Yeah.
You search for vacant room,
Yeah.
and from there you're able to get the house features and prices, where it is located, its proximity to the campus and all that.
Get it.
How would you feel?
I think that's one of the best ideas. That's a very good idea, because it will be much easier. Like when you're coming back to the campus, you already have a house.
Yeah.
When you're not even going to, like, you can even solve the rent issue with the parent when at home. Okay, this is the house, it costs me this amount. So I think it's one of the best ideas. So yeah, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, because well, in my opinion, I think it would give you a vast choices
Yeah.
to choose from, right?
Yeah.
Like you have a variety of houses with all the features you want, and you're also able to compare prices,
Yeah.
compare features,
Yeah.
and also based on the proximity to campus, you're also able to know
Yeah.
where you best fit, right?
Yeah, so if the tenants are going to provide the accurate information on the house, because those who are supposed to provide the information are the tenants, if they are going to provide the right information, the correct information about the housing, I think that's one of the best idea. You don't have to even walk around Kisii, all the hills places in Kisii, all the muddy places in Kisii to search for a house. Yeah, so I think it's a nice idea.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that brings us to a conclusion of our interview. You've heard what the student has said, and the kind of tussle and their expectation, or what they really aspire would be done to solve this. And for that, we really appreciate for your time. Thank you very much.